Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my God. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. Hair flipping on these hoes. Hi. Oh. Hair flip. I'm cute on air, period. Oh my God. Hi. So I left my phone outside. So I have to go get it. Hi. So oh my God, move, girl. So yeah, we about to talk about her. Hair flip. Hi everybody. It's been a crazy day. So but a good day. So I love y'all. Welcome, 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 welcome. And let's get into these topics. I know I'm a little late. So I'm about to hurry up and get into these topics. So let's get into this girl in the Dominican Republic with these cornrows crying about this fucking salad.
My parents migrated to the U.S. to give me a better life. And I come to a resort and I sit at a dinner table and I get a menu and I'm staying at Sanctuary in Cap Cana. And I get this menu, right? Because of COVID, you don't get a menu, so you have to download the menu. And the menu says, the first item on there says peasant salad. Peasant. What the f is a peasant salad? Confused. Sanctuary, Cap Cana, wherever the f I am, that I bust my to come here to eat. So you can give me a salad that says peasant salad.
Girl, hurry
so
up.
My is looking at them like, okay, so y'all got mad commas in between salads where I can't tell what dish has what. My parents migrated to the U.S. Miss an L or something? Is it pleasant salad?
You missed the H.
And the salad says peasant salad. So do you think I want to eat here? Do you even think I want to stay here? I had a whole moment that at 2021, you still come out. I mean, racism is so alive and we know this. But we work so hard to come to
Christy, I love you too.
To an establishment,
thank you.
Resort to the peasant salad. The salad that y'all eat is it a peasant? And then people want to tell me it's a campo salad and call it campo. Celebrate our dishes, our traditions, where we come from.
Oh my God, hurry up.
A peasant salad? And that's what y'all call it on the menu. So I had a whole moment and I could not eat.
You ate.
I couldn't eat.
Yes, you did.
I don't even want to be here.
You ate. You look like you did. So hair flip. Girl, we don't care about none of this bullshit, girl. Please don't nobody let her walk down the aisle. Look, somebody need to cover her eyes if she walk down the aisle because she fuck around see the po' boy sandwich. She fuck around see that, bitch. She gonna have a seizure. And she can start speaking in Spanish and all that. She gonna start saying all type of shit. She can start speaking in Catholic tongue if she see the po' boy sandwich, bitch. Like, girl, don't nobody got time for this. Girl, this is stupid, bitch. Like, I'm like, Tahiri, really? The apple thrower? Girl, does this peasant salad got apples in it because you like to throw them? At blacks. Girl, you like to throw apple at blacks. Girl, you tried it. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. Is this the throw apples at black guys? This girl. No wire hangers? Like, girl, this is too much. I'm like, what is wrong with her? I'm like, she is mad weird, y'all. Thank you, Christina. Oh my God. Girl, I'm about to get her. She is always crying. Christina, girl, she is forever crying. She was crying when she admitted she threw the apple, girl. I'm like, what the fuck is you crying for when you threw the apple? They hurt. Girl, you act like you threw a gummy bear at that man. Girl, that's an apple. Shit, if you hit a person in the lip with an apple or the nose or an eye, you could bruise the eye, black the eye, bitch. You could burst the nose. Bursting of the nose. If it hits you in the nose, bitch, and we black, so our shit is flat, bitch. We can fuck around, suffocate. You can't do that. We black, our noses is flat. Shit, we ain't got them witch fucking bitch. We ain't got the V. We don't have that. And if it hits you in the lip, it's gonna fatten it. So the apple thrower is crying about motherfucking phallus, bitch. And she act like it's like this poor bitch salad, like it's called. The broke Hispanic girl salad. Now that I would be like, okay, girl. Okay, that's fucked up. Where is the manager? Where is the manager? Cause how you gonna say, how the fuck y'all gonna call this salad? Like I get that, that I get, bitch. But like this is unnecessary. This is completely unnecessary. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, girl, for the super chat. Thank you, D-Mars. Oh my God, I love you too. Oh my God, I love you. Willa, girl, you always fucking laughing. Willa, girl, she tried it. Girl, I'm like, is this bitch crying? I'm like, wait a minute at all. Thank you, Brit. Brit, what I like that at all. Crying like a baby, period. Snot. All this. We ain't kill him though. Like, girl, look, nah. This shit is dumb. Like she having a moment. I couldn't even eat. Yes, you did. Kelly, she fucking ate. Thank you, Kelly, girl. Yes, honey. I mean, are you sure that girl? I love you too. Oh my God. Girl, she tried it. I'm like, ugh. Okay, well, I'm done talking about because I'm gonna cuss her the fuck out. Look, thick Selena with alleged STIs. Girl, be quiet. Girl, figure out why you be throwing apples at blacks. Fucking tried it. Oh my God. Now let's get into these bitches. Now, look, I want to like Meghan. I really do. I do. And I'm about to stick up for her because she is black. Okay? You got Derek Chauvin and courting shit for killing George, and this shit ain't going right all motherfucker ready. They already back downtown and shit. I'm thinking about going out there tomorrow. They said they supposed to be burning up Target, and I seen some cute ass motherfucking Places Beach. So I might have to run down there and join that bullshit. So I'm like, oh, y'all trying to Target? I'm like, which one? Oh, the one on Lenox Beach. Because I like that one. That one clean. I like that one. Y'all going to that one? When y'all going to it? Well, call me when it's at least 100 of y'all already in there. I'm come get them placemats real quick, bitch. Here flip. Because they cute, and I really didn't want to buy them. I'm like, ugh. Like, I like them, but like, I don't. But like, since it's a riot beach, girl about to get some free shit. Like, why not? I'm not looting nothing, because that's not of the Lord. So I'm not gonna do anything of the looting. I'm not gonna do that. But if I just so happen to have to use the bathroom and there's people in there riding and shit, I gotta pee. So I'm gonna go pee, bitch. And if just so happened I see the place settings on my way out, I might grab them. What's wrong with that? They got insurance. Like, anybody trying to hear that? So then they supposed to be looting and all of that shit. So I might have to go down there and give me some place settings, some napkins, and some toilet paper. Let's get into Meghan. Now, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You just might get it, girl. So she wanted a white boy, and she got one. Congratulations. Yay. Consolation prize, racism, girl. So here, flip. So let's get into Meghan acting like they wanted her in the royal family. Girl, you already know that they didn't want you there. You already knew that. So you knew that you was going to marry him, and you knew that it wasn't going to be easy, for the simple fact is that there has been no black people ever in the royal family. They try to keep the same blood on blood, damn near inbred. Damn near cousins sleeping with cousins. Shit, damn near inbred, because the queen and her husband, they look like brother and sister. And the queen is a fucking robot. So I'm going to need them to try to act like the queen is real. No, she not. That bitch was on the Jetsons. Like, she is not real. She died a long time ago. She about to be 215. Shit, that bitch died a long time ago. That's a fucking robot. That's why we only see her at certain times. About trying to hit this bullshit. She died a long time ago. That's a robot. That's a clone. She about to be 1,036. Ain't nobody trying to hit this shit. She just won't fucking die. Like, don't nobody got time for that. Michael done died. Prince done died. Michael Daddy died. All these motherfucking people done died. Elvis. Shit, Madonna over there breathing hard. Elton John over there coughing. So it's just like, oh my God. So y'all tried it. That bitch is a robot. She's not real. She died a long time ago. Shit. Oldest bitch ever. I'm like, yeah, no. This bitch done been here since 1846. She just ain't gonna die. Shit the fuck out of here. I'm like, oh, how did this bitch, you done lived too long. Expired ass. Shit, this bitch got the heart of a 14-year-old, the lungs of all these human sacrifices they done put in this woman fucking body. Shit, her body filled with black organs. But they don't want nobody black over there in the warrior family. So I'm just like, okay, girl. So, the queen is either a witch, a zombie, or a robot. One of the three. She's too fucking old. They trying to say she's senile. She ain't senile. That's a robot. Shit, they typing it in and telling it what the fuck to say. Shit, that's a clone. Shit, I'm like, this bitch done been around since 1431. This BC ass bitch. 80 ass up. I'm like, I'm like, she done been around. She done seen too fucking much. And pictures with George Washington and all of that shit. Cousins with Christopher Columbus. Don't nobody got time for this. So I'm sick of this shit. Yeah. Nobody got time. She tried it. I'm like, she done been here 438 years. I'm like, is it she? This bitch. I'm like, okay, girl. So she's sitting here, Meghan, with this lesbian Oprah with the big hair, with the flammable hair. And Oprah, your hair was ugly. I don't like it. You giving too much forehead. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Bitch, you don't have dreams. You have movies. Ass forehead with these glasses. And I thought you were tired. You always coming back to talk to white people. Shit, I can't stand her. Fake ass. Always coming back to talk to white people. Why you ain't sitting out with R. Kelly? Why you ain't sitting out with Jocelyn and why you passed them to your girlfriend? That dyke gal. Why you ain't talk to them? But you want to hurry up and talk to her because she beige. And the white boy. Because he's not a prince. Y'all need to stop calling him prince when he done relinquished all his duties and stuff because he in love with this black woman. So he's not a prince anymore. So that's how I call him that. That's I'm like, Prince here. He ain't no prince. He ain't even got no security. Girl, he ain't even got no security. I'm like, he paying for shit out of pocket. Like, he ain't no motherfucking prince, bitch. Like, princes don't pay for anything. They just show up and shit gets offered to them and gave to them, bitch. Like, girl, we have to pay for parking. Meghan is pissed. She is pissed off. She's like, my kids don't even get no motherfucking title, bitch. Like, my son is supposed to be part of that motherfucker throne. Now that bitch dies, just so air. Shit. So, let's get into this shit. Let's get into it. Meghan, I love you, girl, but you wanted this white boy. Y'all done made Element movies, all this shit. Whirlwind Love, all this interracial shit. Girl, look now, because they ain't giving his brother William, they not giving him all this grief with him and that Stepford wife. He over there with because I don't like him or his wife. I don't like that bitch. And she forced herself upon him with her thirsty ass. That's why she's sitting there with all them churn, and that's why his hair already gone in the middle. Nah. And that's why his hair already gone in the middle. Nah. Shit, he just mad that Meghan over there greasing Harry's scalp, bitch. That's why he still got all his hair. He still got all that ginger on top, bitch. He is definitely a fire crotch. I don't care what you say, Meghan girl. Your man is a fire crotch, girl. But anyways, girl. But let's get into this. Hurry up. Look at this dyke, Oprah.
He won't be given security. He's not going to be given a title. And also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born. What?
What?
In those months when I was pregnant, all around this same time. So we have in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security. He's not going to be given a title. And also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What? Girl, you're not shocked. And let's not act like you ain't met the queen multiple motherfucking times, like you ain't met that robot a whole bunch of motherfucking times, bitch. Like, girl, you know that because she ain't shake your hand. She just kind of just like, hey, black bitch, like, don't touch me. So, girl, so at Oprah, let's stop acting like she's not talking about your friend. Let's not act like she's not talking about your friend, Oprah. Yeah, she's talking about the queen. Remember your buddy? Remember? You did all this shit to be white, and you finally got to be white. Yay. So, I mean, here, Flip. Girl, the queen is your friend. Let's not act like y'all don't have photos together. You ain't been out there with your weird-looking ass. You so hopper to beat me ass, bitch. Like, girl, cut it out. Like, you so fucking fake. This is why we don't like you. You are fucking European. You are. I'll give you that. That's why you only come back to talk to Europeans, bitch. So, here, Flip. But she said that she retired. Oprah, stop coming back. You and these bad wigs. Girl, stop coming back. Oh, girl, we don't want to hear from you. We don't need to. You rich as fuck. Shit, like, girl, go away. Shit, you done did the girl. To talk about that school over there in Africa and why all them black girls got molested in the school, you open. Since you want to talk, bring me on your show. Lesbian. So, let's get into this next clip.
Meghan shared with us that there was a conversation with you about Archie's skin tone. What was that conversation?
That conversation I'm never going to share. But at the time it was awkward. I was a bit shocked.
Can you tell us what the question was?
No, I'm not comfortable sharing that. Okay. But that was right at the beginning, right?
Meghan shared with us.
First of all, so Meghan shared, running her mouth, saying shit she obviously won't post because if he ain't talking about it, why are you? But whatever. So people are insinuating that it was the queen that said to Harry, what if it's like dark, gross? Like if it comes out black, like what are we gonna do? It's not gonna look good in pictures. So it's just, her Flip. So I don't believe that it was the robot, the queen. I don't believe it was her. I believe it was his brother. That's what I feel. Yep. I feel like it was his brother. His brother and he and his brother are not really that close. His wife Kate, that bitch do whatever the fuck William tell her to do. She's passive and she's just happy just to be, just to be there. So she's gonna follow whichever way he tell her to go. She's just gonna go. So I believe that it was his brother. I do. I believe his brother. Honestly, that's who I feel said that. I believe his brother did. Honestly, I do. And I think that that's one of the main reasons he didn't want to talk about it. But for him saying that he will never say it, and people just like, oh, well, he never wants his son to hear it, or anything like that. I don't think it was that, honestly. I mean, it could be. But really what I think why he really don't want to talk about that conversation is because of who knows what the fuck he said. What did you say? That's what I want to know. What did you say when they was worried about the complexion of your son? What did you say? Okay, fuck what they said. Okay, you don't want to say who said it. And okay, what did you say? Would have been my question. What did you say? Do you not want to talk about this because you was probably standing there like, yeah, hopefully it isn't dark, you know, or it's probably a better chance it's going to come out light because she's lighter, you know, and I'm white, you know, like it. Harry, what did you say, boy? Bloody hell, what did you say when they said that you may have a Negro? What did you say? What was your answer? Was this at the pub? What you say? How about that? Because that's what I want to know. What the fuck did you say, Harry? When they was questioning how colorful your goddamn child was gonna be. Yeah, they want to know if it's gonna be white meat or dark meat. What you say? That's why he heard him trying to skip over that shit. Oh, hell no, oh, hell no. What the fuck you say? Moo, Meghan, moo. What did you say? I would have thumped his ass on his nose. What you say? Motherfucker. So I'm just, okay. Okay, okay. Let's listen to this bullshit. Look at Oprah and these glasses. Ugh.
So there was a conversation with you about Archie's skin tone. What was that conversation?
That conversation, I'm never going to share.
Why?
But at the time it was awkward. I was a bit shocked.
What you say?
Can you tell us what the question was?
No, I'm not comfortable sharing that.
What?
But that was right at the beginning, right?
Meghan shared with us that there was a conversation with you about Archie's.
Okay. Well, the one thing I will say is this. Here, Flip. Now I saw Tyler Perry. Now Tyler, I care about you, Tyler. Now I done said some stuff. Oh well, it's the Kiki. You know what it is, girl. I mean, Tyler. It's the Kiki. But I saw that you open up your home and you are offering hair. Okay, because they had to leave because she's black. Okay, that's why they had to leave. They didn't want nothing to do with this shit. They didn't want nothing to do with this shit. And Harry, I feel, he left for Meghan's safety. For Meghan and his child's safety is the reason I feel like he left. He was in fear of what? Who knows? But I'm pretty sure his family, and the pressure that he was receiving from them. But this if nothing else ever let Harry know that his mother was killed, this should. This should let him know that his mother was killed. Facts. That was not a car accident. That was not on accident. That woman was murdered. So, if this don't show you that, what will? Because their mother was the same way. Diana was beautiful, and she wanted to go her own path. When that woman was about to get remarried and all of that, and allegedly she was pregnant, all of a sudden she's gone. Because they didn't want her to embarrass them. So what they're doing right now is technically embarrassment. So therefore, that puts a target on them, especially relinquishing their royal duties. So that's a big target on their back now. That's why they remove security and all of that. When they remove all that, that means that they want you weak. When they remove security and all that, our own ain't gonna protect you because we gonna motherfucking kill you. Fuck, we protecting the motherfuckers we trying to take out for. Weird. So if nothing else, Harry, that if you believe that all of that shit was a conspiracy about your mom, you should believe that shit now. Because I've always felt that Diana was murdered. I've never felt that she died on accident. No. She was killed. That was a deliberate accident. And it's rumored that she didn't die at the scene. So here, Flip. So yeah, I don't believe it. I mean, I don't, your mama was murdered. Is very unfortunate. But Tyler Perry is offering them basically like clemency. If you will, like offering them to come to his home and that he will protect them with his security, you know, and all of that. Tyler, you don't have an army. You have security. Okay. So if they want to come for them, they're gonna come for them. If I don't know. But if they do, they're going to. So why have the blood on your hands? Like you can't protect them how they would probably need protection. We don't exactly know what's going on. You know, one thing that I do find weird is that as soon as they basically turn on their own country, they run to this one. Why y'all running here? I mean, I find it mighty weird that when Meghan was over there, wasn't she supposed to be getting y'all protection and y'all was supposed to be protecting her? So why would you come over here with, and the black woman all of a sudden is supposed to protect you? A lot of people are trying to force it and make it seem as if Harry is, all of this is, he's giving all of this up for Meghan. I feel like the damage is done. So I feel like even if, let's say even before he had the child, the damage was done. So it doesn't matter. So he could have divorced her a month after and the damage still would have been done. Because it's an embarrassment, you know, technically on the family. So like no matter what, he was getting disowned at some point. For even, and one, it's not just the simple fact that she's black, she's an American. They believe in keeping the family of royal blood. She's not royal. She's not from a royal family or anything like that. And she's not even from their country. So this was always going to be a problem. And it would have technically even, I don't think it would have been as big as of a deal if he would have married a white woman. But still at the same time, they still would have had some issues. There still would have been some problems, just especially if it's just he bumped into this valley white girl, you know, at a bar or somewhere, and then they got married, you know, like that. It's still, she's an American. That still would have been a problem, you know, just that alone. So Meghan is getting the discrimination like double. You know, she's getting the discrimination because she's an American, and she's also getting this discrimination because she is black. Like, yeah, the color is enough. You ain't white. That's it. They don't have nothing to do because you could still be born over there, but not white. You know, so Meghan could have been born over there and still look how she looked, and it still would have been a problem. Just because she doesn't look like a Kate, you know, or like, you know, like a white woman, you know, since she doesn't carry those characteristics. So it is what it is. At this point, I just feel like Tyler Perry should stay out of this. I mean, I feel like, you know, with any help that he wants to offer them, I mean, you go right ahead, but you know, don't put yourself in danger. You know, like we don't want Tyler Perry to be in danger because Prince Harry had a whole bunch of false promises. Because I feel that Meghan was worried about these things prior to getting married, and I feel that Harry kind of just ignored them. And now that you are married, I mean, a lot of things I feel Harry thought, he did not think this through, is what I think. I think that he married her in the hopes that it would just change people's mind. And it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. Prejudice is prejudiced. You know, racist is racist. I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah, that's what I think. I think that he thought being with her, marrying her, and having children, that eventually he would change people's mindset. It didn't. It backfired. I think that that's what happened. I don't think that he anticipated all of this. I don't. I think that he thought, you know, at first it's going to be a little rough, and then, you know, we'll make it through. No. This shit going to be rough the entire time, and that's what it is. To where now you have to come to her home when you promised her a home there. Y'all was supposed to be living over there, doing y'all thing over there, y'all royal duties, going around doing the stuff that y'all do in each country, and, you know, philanthropy, and, you know, and all that good stuff, you know, and the charity foundations, and the, you know, visiting hospitals, and the, you know, y'all was supposed to be doing all of that, playing cricket, you know, and you know, and all that good stuff, polo, beach. Y'all was supposed to be doing all that. What happened to all of that? Why they basically lock her in a dungeon until y'all was supposed to go somewhere. And when they did, they made sure that they overdressed her, like extremely overdressed her, to make sure she didn't stand out. And a lot of people make it seem like, oh, well, they're just giving them a lot of attention. But the thing about it is I think that's why what his brother's problem like is with him, his brother and Kate. I think their problem with them is that they get all of the attention. And I think that's the problem with the queen as well. It's too much attention. They get way more attention than, like, don't get me wrong, Princess Diana got a lot of attention. She absolutely did. But they get way more attention than she got. They get way more attention. And I'm talking about like while married. I mean, she did get a lot of attention. I mean, Diana, fainting, being upset about the mistress, doing the interviews about her husband and the family. I mean, she did a lot. She did. But these two, they get a lot of attention. And I think that's another thing that the royal family has a problem with, especially that it drowned out William and Kate. Like, that drowned them completely out, because when they first started dating and they got married, they were everywhere on the front of all of the tabloids, like everything. It was like this match made in heaven, type of situation. And then boom, here comes Harry and William who? Kate who? They're like completely in the background. Like, no one gives a shit about them, to the point to where they became more famous than the queen. They were being more discussed than the queen in the royal family. I mean, her husband is in the hospital right now sick, and this is what everybody is talking about. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, they don't like that either. And it was the same thing with Princess Diana. She was beautiful. And no matter where she went, people talked about her. People were literally, she was an icon, Princess Diana. People, black, white, all Asian, Mexican, Hispanic, didn't matter. Everybody loved Princess Diana. Everybody loved to just look at her. It was just something about her that was just so serene and, just so, and I just felt with her, like, there wasn't like a racist bone in her body. She loved Michael Jackson, especially like in America, in his family, so I mean, she was just like a lady. Like, she was beautiful, and just a lot of wrong happened to her. It sucked, like what happened to her, but she was just amazing. Like, I still watch documentaries on her to this day. I'm so sad that I never got a chance to meet her, because I'm just like, oh, but like, what grace, what poise, I mean, just, oh my God. Kind of like how I feel about Angela Bassett. I feel like Angela Bassett just, she's just so graceful. Her posture, how she interviews, like, just everything about Angela Bassett, I just love her. So it's kind of like, that, like, I kind of view Princess Diana how I review like an Angela Bassett, or somebody like that. So it's just like, but yeah, but not to get too far off the topic. But yeah, I just feel like they do get a lot of attention, and I don't think the royal family likes that. I think they feel like if they do away with them, especially, back home, the attention get to be placed on the people that they want to place it on. They get to go back and do that, and put it back onto William and Kate, and their family. They don't have multiple children, all that. Don't nobody care. No one cares. But then they get pregnant, and just anything they do, wherever they go, it's news. And I think the family is sick of that. I do. I think the queen is jealous. I do. I think the queen is jealous of my girl Meghan, because there has never been a more beautiful woman that has graced through those doors. Her and Diana, to me, are neck and neck. Meghan is gorgeous. She's a beautiful woman. I think she's gorgeous. I think she is absolutely breathtaking. I do. I love Meghan. She's beautiful. So I do. I think that the queen is highly jealous of Meghan. And I do think that she didn't think that people would be so receptive of Meghan there. And they loved her. People there loved her. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that hate the fact that she's there. But there are a lot of people that loved her, and that still do. And I think no different with Diana. They wanted people to hate Princess Diana, and people didn't. People still loved her. Like they thought, oh, we do away with her and everybody will just forget about her. No, that didn't happen. She became even bigger after the divorce than she was before, because then she was an item, she was single, so it's like people are like, oh my God, we get to date a princess. Like everybody's after the princess. And she had a timeless beauty. So even when Diana separated from her husband, she still could have got any man she wanted. Especially back then, she could have had any of these big Hollywood celebrities here, or any of these big actors or musicians, because everybody was in love with her. Like she was stunning, like she really was. So, yeah, hair flip. So, yeah, I love Princess Diana. I do, and I always watched her boys. I was just like, oh. So yeah, she one of the only white women that aged very gracefully. Because white women love y'all, but y'all age a little hard. Y'all age a little hard. Black women, they don't necessarily got to deal with that shit. There's plenty of 50-year-old black women right now that you would think 31, 32. Shit, 28, 29, and they 51, 52. So, but one thing that I would, but white people, hey, y'all see William, his brother over there already looking like he's 63. His brother over there looking old as hell, stressed the fuck out. But moving on. What's next? Okay, this is them clearing it up about the whole situation. Prince Harry told Oprah that the Queen and his grandfather weren't the ones who had the questions about Archie's skin color. We know it was your fucking brother.
Did you all have another conversation about it?
Ooh, this low.
I thought it was very touching that Harry still was choosing to protect the identity of whoever that was. Yes, and he did not share the identity with me, but he wanted to make sure that I knew, and if I had an opportunity to share it, that it was not his grandmother, nor his grandfather.
So he said it was not his grandmother or his grandfather. So because his grandmother's a robot. So of course she didn't say it. I don't think she said that at all. I think it was his brother. Like I thought that immediately. Like as soon as I'm like, oh, it's his brother. I'm like, I mean, it had to be somebody close if it's going to affect him. So I'm like, it had to have been his brother. You know what I mean? Like what other family member is gonna have the balls, to say something like that to him? It would have to be somebody closer to him. So it's either his brother, his grandfather, or his grandmother. I'm like, it had to be one of them three. And they excluded those people, but they did not. Oprah could have excluded his brother, and Prince Harry could have excluded his brother too. He chose not to. He did not exclude his brother. Why wouldn't he? Because his brother fucking said. So hair flip. Because I'm like, why not? I would have excluded my brother, especially because everybody was gonna. Why wouldn't people speculate that? Like, oh well, he was his brother. And yeah. So if he didn't want people to speculate his brother, he would have said it wasn't my grandmother, my brother, or my grandfather. He didn't say that. He just said it wasn't my grandfather or my grandmother. Obviously, it was his brother. So very unfortunate, but I mean, hey, Meghan, you wanted a white boy. You got one. This is the call. So DJ Khaled is real big in here in this motherfucking picture with these long ass shorts on. Ain't no fat nigga telling me what he ain't eating. I didn't say that Nicki Minaj did. So yeah, I can't stand when you big in here as a male and you ain't got no booty. No booty. Well, hold up. Do research. Worlds was originally Black Truth. Yeah, they said that. Mm-hmm. The Nefertiti's and all of that shit. Mm-hmm. If we was royal, they once again they stole from us. So once again, we get the shitty little stick. So because other than that, we Negroes. So yeah. So DJ Khaled big in here, and I can't stand when niggas is big in here and they don't have no booty. Like you can at least have a booty. Gross. So it's not the fact that he big in here. First of all, look at them shorts. Why? And it's the difference between being confident and being big in here in a negative way. And this is big in here in a negative way. Because you can't force shit down people's throat. You can't do that. DJ Khaled, this is unhealthy. Okay? This is unhealthy. And you're short, carrying this. So I feel like instead of embracing this because you're too old for all of this shit, I feel like you should probably get healthy. I'm not saying get thin. I'm not saying get skinny. I'm just saying get healthy because this isn't healthy. So stop promoting Burger King fries and ranch and Whoppers with extra mayo and ketchup and no onions. Like, so stop promoting this shit. It's gross. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with that. Like, with you being bigger. Like, I mean, that's fine. It is what it is. But it comes to a point to where it's unhealthy. And this is unhealthy. Like Lizzo. Lizzo is a bigger girl, but I don't think she's unhealthy. I don't feel that way. I feel like she dances a lot. She her fatigue is good. She has endurance. She works out. She does all of that. So to me, she's not unhealthy. She acknowledges the fact that she probably shouldn't be putting so many bad things into her body, especially when you kind of want to look a certain way. I feel like a lot of women, especially, not men necessarily, but women, I feel that they are the type that will look at their bodies like if they're bigger and be like, if I just tighten this up and if I just did this and had that like that, I'd be a bad bitch. So it's like they don't want to be skinny. They don't want to be none of that. They just want to look healthier. Like they just want to, certain parts of their body that they just want to keep, zone in on and tone those areas. And then you can tell me shit. And they still look great. So it's like it's a lot of women out there that are like that. A lot of men, to me, it's more competitive. So it's like once a man starts to lose weight, I think that they get more infatuated with the fact that if I can do this, let me do this. Women are the same. Like, well, I feel like the human being, it's like that. But I feel like the man makes it more into a competition. I see a lot of men that'll be in the bar and they're like the gym working out, and they'll work out harder once other men walk up and like grab weights. Like that. I've seen this one dude, he was sitting there, he was going slow as hell. So as fuck. And then another dude came and sat next to him. And then as soon as that dude sat down, he was. I'm like, well, what? Why are you about to throw the weight over your head now? Why are you juggling the motherfucker weights now? How you want juggling before he sat down? So I just feel like men are just so competitive, and that testosterone it's a little different. But it's a lot of women that, they don't mind toning it up, and just, like don't mind being a bigger girl, just want to tone up some areas so that when they dress or wear certain clothes, it insinuates what they want to insinuate. Instead of like, it's like, oh, well, I don't like that I have, this back roll or something like that. Let me get rid of this. If I get rid of these back rolls, beach, and tighten up these arms a little bit, beach, because a bitch thighs is thick, girl. And this ass is on fat, beach. Like, I don't give a fuck. This ass is on no shots. This ass is a no doctor. This ass is on God-given. So, here, flip. So let me tighten these areas up real quick, bitch. And then I'm back out here on these niggas. Oh. So, here, flip. So that's what I feel like he needs to do. Tone it up. Like Rick Ross. Rick Ross ain't like super skinny, but he did tone it up. He did get smaller. He looks healthier now. These niggas be sitting here bragging about this shit and they wheezing at night. This motherfucker gonna lay right down and plug up to a sleep apnea machine talking about some, I love my body. No, you don't. No, you don't, motherfucker. So I'm like, yeah, you tried it. No, you don't. That's one thing I will respect about Lizzo. When there's something about herself that she don't like, at least she'll admit it. Like she admitted the fact that she don't necessarily like what she looked like. And that is okay, especially if you're planning on doing something to change it. Complaining gets you to the next complaint. That's all it do. It does not change anything. You can complain about your weight all day long and you're still going to look the same fucking way. So I'm going to need this roly-poly. This motherfucker big in here. I'm going to need you. Look! I know underneath your belly stank and your belly button. So it looked like you had a sod. It looked like you had them. Oh my God. It looked like you gave birth to a sod. The fuck? So, tone it up. Give it up, delicious. You look like a man. Give it up, delicious. You still look like a man. Look at this loser ass nigga.
And it is going to be Quavo and Hard.
This little baby. Look at this. He is a fucking loser. Look at him. Hold up. Look, it gets worse. Look at Quavo. Get that out of here.
That's the matchup. That's the matchup.
Period. Smack.
See? That's the matchup. That's the matchup.
Nigga, stick to the music. Stick to the music. Oh, look at him. Look, he can't even stretch right. Look at him. Look at him. I would have been embarrassed. I would have been embarrassed. If I was Shady Water, I would have been like, hey, look, get it. You doing the stretches wrong. You supposed to bend both of your knees, dummy. I'm like, you are weird. That shit look like it hurt. And then you putting your face literally on the floor where fucking COVID is. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to get your face as close to the floor as you can, you dumb fuck. And you're not straight. Look at him. He literally laying on the floor. I'm like, what an idiot. I'm like, he is so dumb. I'm like, this is, look. Are you doing squats? You trying to make your ass fatter before you play basketball? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? That's what squats are for. Back and ass. You do that in the gym. You don't do that. I've never seen a warm-up squat for somebody that's not about to do squats. Like, this is weird. I'm like, you could tell. You are a loser-ass nigga, and you dropped out in the 6th grade. You didn't get a chance to play basketball, none of that shit. You didn't know how to dribble. You was traveling. Let's start there. You let Quavo, little short ass, mother boy, and that wasn't even goaltending. He didn't even goaltend. I'm like, this is crazy. This is trash. You tried it. Shout out to Quavo for actually knowing how to play basketball. You know, like, I mean, shout out to him. So I'm just like, this is crazy. Like, this is why you got to stop cheating. Like, the only time you got energy is when you having sex with people for $6,000. Look at this. I said, oh, this is a mess. I said, this is a mess. If I was Shady Water, I'd be like, babe, get your dumb ass up. Get your face off that fucking floor. What's wrong with you? And you supposed to bend both of your legs. My God. Get your ass up. I mean, the shit is just dumb. So shout out to Lil Baby for rapping. Please don't stop. Or please don't fucking stop, because this was a mess. This was a mess. Oh. So let's get into this beautiful black queen, Dr. Shola. I ain't even about to try to pronounce all that. Comes for the queen. What kind of grandmother would protect her own son, Prince Andrew, from the potential crime of sexual assaulting a minor? Now, if you don't know, the queen's son allegedly, and not just one, there is a couple minors that allegedly the queen's son has sexually assaulted, allegedly. And she protected him from multiple cases of sexual assault. So let's get into it. Let's get into it.
You completely forget all of that to paint this picture that all was rosy and hunky-dory. Nonsense. And then you are lording over the queen. Listen, by all means, let's applaud the queen when she does something right. But when she does something wrong, we need to call her out.
What did she do wrong? What did she do wrong?
Grandmother. Let me finish.
Let her finish. Fuck wrong with you? Don't try to get high because we talking about this motherfucking robot, Mr. White Man. Now go on, Dr. Girl. Fuck wrong with him? All right now.
What kind of grandmother would be so close to her grandson, Harry, but then not use her power and influence as queen to protect them from the racist media coverage? What kind of grandmother would protect her own son, Prince Andrew, from the potential crime of raping a minor, but would do jack all to protect Harry and Meghan? Especially, I have no doubt that she would have heard about the suicidal thoughts and the help and support she needs. And then you sit there hammering on about how the royal institution is not racist. Are you out of your God-forsaken mind?
No, you know what? I find what you're saying about the Queen actually
disgraceful. That's Daphne. We're about to get into that next.
You forget all of that to paint this picture that all
Thank you for the super chat.
And hunky-dory. Nonsense. And then you are lording over the Queen. Listen, by all means, let's applaud the Queen when she does something right. But when she does something wrong, we need to call her out.
What does she do wrong? What does she do wrong?
What kind of grandmother? Let me finish. What kind of grandmother would be so close to her grandson, Harry, but then not use her power and influence as queen to protect them from the racist media coverage? What kind of grandmother would protect her own son, Prince Andrew, from the potential crime of raping a minor, but would do jack all to protect Harry and Meghan? Especially, I have no doubt that she would have heard about the suicidal thoughts and the help and support she needs. And then you sit there hammering on about how the royal institution is not racist. Are you out of your God-forsaken mind?
No, you know what? I find what you're saying about the Queen.
First of all, I don't care who you point your motherfucking finger at, bitch. Who you pointing your finger at, you fat motherfucker? Yes, I call Caucasian people fat. Yep, because it hurt their feelings. So, yeah. Who you talking to? Like she motherfucking said, why is it okay for the Queen to not protect Meghan and her own fucking grandson and great-grandson against the media and all of this racial tendencies that is going on that is discriminating against them, but she will protect her own son that was allegedly sexually assaulting minors? So she'll use her power to publicly protect him from that. But you won't protect your own grandson for just because somebody's black? He's not sexually assaulting anybody. He's not doing any of that. He just married a black woman. And you won't protect him from that, but you'll protect your fucking son from sexually assaulting minors? She had a valid question. Valid. Now his fat ass about to turn red. Yeah, bitch. Now he about to turn red and he upset. Thank you, Shani girl. I love you too. Thank you. I don't appreciate it. Thank you, Daphne. Thank you so much. Yes, we're about to get into T.I. Next, put his foot in people's vaginas. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you, Alicia, sweetie. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you, ladies. So that's what I don't get. So I think that she had a very valid question. I don't think she was reaching. I don't think she was doing any of that. This is valid. Why is it okay for you to protect your fucking son against the public, against him sexually assaulting minors, but you won't protect your grandson from racial media, for people coming at him because of who he chose to marry, because he was with a black woman? You won't use your power to protect them from that? Oh, okay. Okay.
Actually disgraceful. I find what you're saying, you're entitled to your opinion, Shola. Sorry, no, I'm allowed to respond to what you've just said.
It's rooted, listen, you might learn something. The royal family as an institution is rooted in colonialism, white supremacy, and racism.
Period.
The legacy is right there. So you're now surprised that a comment would have been made by several members of the royal family about how dark
it's not several members, actually. No, you can't spew lies.
All right.
We ain't spewing lies. Oh, I'm about to cuss him out. Sean, just saying there already is dark black women who married into the European royalty, but they're 20 years, has a son and is a princess. And how much are they talked about? How big are they? How many magazines are there on? How many public discussions on national TV have been made about them like this? I'll wait. So thank you for the super chat, but I'll definitely wait. Like what magnitude has it been? Like we should it's like I don't necessarily have to tell anybody who Meghan Markle is. Most people already know. But if you have to literally come out of nowhere and be like, well, this person is of world, well, we should know that. If we don't know that, it's for a reason. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that they don't matter. They just literally don't matter. This is why Meghan is going through what she's going through, because she matters. That's the problem. That it's not the fact that we know. We know there's been plenty of royals, that are black. Plenty. They're absolutely. But they're always pushed to the wayside, especially when anything European is placed near it. It's always the black always becomes the lesser than, at that moment. So if Prince Harry was black and he married her, no one would care. Like, it just really wouldn't be a big deal. But they're not. It'll be no different if Meghan was the queen of Africa. Or not like literally Africa, but I mean the majority of it. And she decided to marry Harry. It's going to be a problem at some point. Just for the simple fact is, just because she agrees with it does not mean the traditional people that have come before her will. And this is the same situation that's going on. There's nobody in this family that is literally black and married that people are discussing. They don't want them discussed. That's why I said, if they push this shit to the back burner and they kept talking about William and Kate, because why it was not a problem when everybody was talking about William and Kate. Like, that was celebrated. It was so great, a fairy tale, a match made in heaven. But this is blasphemy, all because Meghan isn't white, all because she's not British, or because she's not literally European from Europe. European from Europe, and white. No, it shouldn't be. This is crazy. It shouldn't be getting this much attention, especially just because she's black. This is the conversation about her being black. It's not about royal. It has nothing to do with that at that moment, when all of her privileges and her children's privileges have been stripped. Her kids, they have no title or none of that, all because she's black. In the story. All because she's black.
Are we allowed to engage in any of this?
Let me finish.
Well, you're not stopping.
That Harry and Meghan had the audacity to speak that truth, that you should be at the actual outrage of racism.
Right, okay. Am I allowed to respond to this?
No.
Am I allowed to respond yet?
No.
You can respond now.
Okay. I think what you just said about the Queen is disgusting.
So?
I think it's unbelievable.
What the fuck you gonna do about it, though? What you gonna do about it? And I see you then stick up for the Queen. Tell me that her son did not assault those minors, bitch.
Are you talking about you? I find what you're saying. You're entitled to your opinion, Sola. I find. Sorry, no, I'm allowed to respond to what you just said.
Shut up. Who are you talking to?
Listen, you might learn something.
Period.
Talk about the behavior of a nation. Allow me to say what I'm. Allow me to explain.
And the institution is protected.
Allow me to defend our royal family. Thank you.
Is she lying?
Talk about the behavior of a nation.
Is she lying?
Allow me to explain.
And the institution is protected.
Allow me to defend our royal family. Thank you.
You tell me.
Talk about the behavior of a nation.
You see, he ain't answered that shit. Because he know they're fucking wrong for what they did to them. They are wrong. But I mean, Meghan knew. Meghan, you knew you were going to go through all of this. You knew it. So I'm not saying that it's okay. Not at all. I feel like how she's being treated is completely wrong. But people have to stop signing up for things that they're not ready for. You got to stop signing up for stuff you're not ready for. Because to me, I feel that Meghan feels more regretful. Girl, what are you regretting? Who cares if you're not getting those titles and all of that stuff? You got the man. You were in this for Harry. You got him. That's why I say you got to be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Shout out to Speak Unicorn for the super chat. Oh my God, I love you. I love you, sweetie. So, I mean, it's like, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And that's what she got. You wanted Harry. You didn't say nothing about you wanted to be royal. You didn't say anything about you wanting your kids to have titles. You didn't say any of that, girl, in that motherfucking Lifetime movie. Meghan, girl. You didn't say none of that. You said you wanted Harry. You have him. You was in this for love. You was in this for the man. This had nothing to do with the titles. It had nothing to do with trying to get close to the queen or none of that. So you got what you requested. You got the man. Congratulations. It comes with the territory. Nobody in an interracial relationship, you're going to have some rough spots. Like you really are. Like, I mean, but it comes with the territory. You can't get into an interracial relationship and expecting nobody to know it's an interracial relationship with you. Because you view this as not a problem. You view this as okay. Does not mean that anybody else is. As a gay man, I view another man and another man kissing okay. But if I go into public and do that in front of certain people, they're going to disagree. So if I don't want to deal with that, then I should probably not do certain things in public if I'm going to care about what people say. So you flaunted this relationship around, dangling it. Even certain family members, Meghan, weren't invited to your wedding, and you kind of, ignored and act like didn't exist. There was a lot of stuff going on with you, Meghan. So we're not going to make it seem like you, girl. Cut it out. And then I'm not even going to get into the allegations on Prince Harry. So I'm not even going to do it. Because the queen and her people going to, all of that shit about to start coming out. Because Harry and Meghan are going around basically disrespecting the queen and their family. Disrespecting the royal family. So you don't think that they're going to push their secrets out? Oh, you best goddamn believe it. Now, they may not have much on Meghan, but they got a shit ton on Harry. Because I done heard all type shit. That's why I tread lightly when it comes to Harry, because I done heard some stuff. A lot of shit. So yeah, I'm a back on up off him. I'm gonna let him speak for himself. I'm gonna let his people defend him, but I'm gonna defend mine, and Meghan belong to us. So it don't matter if she beige, she one of us. I don't care. She could be as beige as she want to be, as passable. And shout out to AE, she did not know it. She thought she could pass. She could pass white enough. I'm not going to disagree with you right there. I'm not going to disagree. They are not like that there. This is the wake-up call of a century. Absolutely. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, girl. AE, I have to agree with you. I do. I do feel like she felt like she was passable. I do have to agree. I do. I do. I agree, because I kind of felt that way too. Like, because she look a certain way, I think that she thinks that she'll get less heat for it because she's not walking in like Ryan Destiny or Kelly Rowland. So yeah, I do gotta agree. I do. Shout out to Being True Love. Your advocacy for victims, especially women and children, while you are also stand for abused men, just as strong, is evidence that outside of the foul language and attitude, you are loved. Absolutely, girl. Yeah, and I have a lot of foul language, girl. I'm a mess, but we love it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Being True Love. Thank you so much. This is messy though. You are going to put out your husband and son's family. It's a lot. Harry is not messy, Sean. Oh no, there's a lot. Okay, don't make me do no video on Harry. Here's what this is a mess. It is. It absolutely is. It is a fucking mess. If she knew the royals' history, she wouldn't have, though. Absolutely, Sagittarius. I have to agree with that too. I don't think that she paid much attention. I think that Harry kind of convinced her, everything will be okay. It might be a certain way at the beginning, but people will get used to it. And I think that didn't happen. I think it backfired. I think that he thought with time, and I also feel that Harry, Chanel, thought she was passable as well. I do. So that's why I feel like, who knows what Harry actually said when that conversation came up between he and his brother was concerned about how dark the child would be. Who knows what his actual response was, especially with him looking at her as passable, because if he's attracted to, you mean Andrew? I mean Andrew with the sexual allegations. No, what I heard, since y'all keep trying to pry it out of me, if y'all talking about me getting confused with the sexual allegations, no. From what I've read, in a lot of different places, especially on the dark web. Allegedly, Harry, there's pictures online that I'm not going to, I don't know necessarily if it's him, but it is online of him snorting coke off of women in bathrooms, allegedly having y'all gonna make me get into it, having sex with women that were not receptive to it. There are some allegations out there about Harry, the redhead, carrot top, fire crotch. That's who I'm talking about. There are allegations out there about him, especially him and his drug abuse. And so I'm just saying. So there are stories out there. I'm not saying that they're true. And I try to stay away from them, based off of, I don't, but because y'all know if I start researching, don't make me go down a motherfucking rabbit hole on Harry. So I'm not making him a bad guy. I'm just saying that I'm standoffish because of the things that I heard. I hate to rally behind somebody just to hear that they'd have done horrible shit. Like, I can't stand that shit. It drives me nuts. It's like, what if I was a big ass T.I. fan, a huge T.I. fan, and all of this shit he's going around doing? Now I look stupid because I don't support that type of shit. So it's just like, that's why I'm riding for Meghan. Like, I ride for her. When it comes to Harry, you're on your own. That's between you and your fucking family. Like, don't have nothing to do with me. I'm going to let Harry's people stand up for him. Y'all do it. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Y'all do it. No disrespect, but y'all do it. Like, I'm good. I'll stand up for mine because I know a decent amount of information about Meghan. So when it comes to Harry, that's y'all people. Y'all take care of it. Y'all take care of it. I will jump down the rabbit hole. I will show y'all what I found on Harry. I was like, oh, okay. Gotta get my eye on this shit. So moving right along. So let's get into T.I. Shout out to Ashley for the super chat. Thank you, the super sticker. Thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you, sweetie. So I'm about to get into, well, we're not gonna get like deep into this, but what is the continue? That doesn't matter. Collapse. So if y'all don't know, earlier on Station Head, I let everybody know that T.I. stuck his foot inside of a woman. Yeah, T.I. stuck his foot inside of one of these 11 victims. Okay? Now, I don't know how many other women he has footed by putting that little beige fucking foot in people. Literally. Foot inside of the vagina. Okay, so here, flip. So if you don't believe me, let me show you real quick because y'all don't make me no liar. Let's get right into it. I did a station here earlier, so I'm not rereading all this shit because we read the whole article earlier. Let's get into it right here. So the women interviewed by the Times said they initially felt more at ease, but were being. Wait, should I just read to the top of this one? No, I'm just gonna screw it. Okay, so this is from the victims. Okay, so the women interviewed by the Times said they initially felt more at ease because they were being showered with attention by what seemed like a committed couple. Miss Harris, who's nicknamed Tiny, comes from hold on, put a picture of her up on the screen just in case you don't know who Tiny is. Oh, and here she is. So Tiny. So Miss Harris, whose nickname is Tiny, comes from her petite stature. What? Petite. She is shaped like the number 831. Served as a friendly figure. Okay. So they said, especially compared with more aloof T.I., whose career was whose career was on the accent at the time. Okay, so the women said they had not suspected Miss Harris, a longtime Atlanta president who co-wrote the TLC hit No Scrubs of being predatory. Mr. Blackburn's letter, which is the attorney for the victims, Mr. Blackburn's letters to law enforcement officials also include the account of an Atlanta-based woman who became friends with Miss Harris, and when they were teenagers, and whom they met. Okay, who is that? That one girl, Sabrina. Okay, whatever. So Miss Harris, when they were teenagers, and who went to work for her and the couple around 2005, traveling and partying with them. On several occasions, T.I. forced her to take multiple ecstasy pills, and the duo forced her to engage in sexual acts with the different women against her will. Mr. Blackburn wrote, which is once again the attorney, she has personally witnessed women complaining about being kidnapped and held against their will for days at a time. Okay, so is this it? Let me see. Okay. So from military veteran, the night took a turn when T.I. and Miss Harris invited her and a few others to join when they left the club. Let me move this. So let me move tiny so y'all don't think that I'm making up this motherfucking article. You can go to New York Times. Shout out to Patricia. Oh my God, thank you, Patricia. Oh my God. Thank you, sweetie. Oh my God. There's more superchats. I love you guys. I want to get to all y'all comments. Most of y'all is just fucking laughing. Why y'all always laughing at me? Y'all are so rude. Shout out to Loso. Loso, so thank you, beautiful. Thank you so much. Did I say thank you to you, Ashley, for this? Thank you. I love you guys. Okay, so look, y'all is always fucking laughing at me. Y'all be trying it all. I'm trying to be serious. I am trying to be serious. So now let's get into it. So for the military veteran, now this is one of the victims. The night took a turn when T.I. and Miss Harris invited her and a few others to join them when they left the club. She said, believing they were going to continue the party elsewhere. She recalled going along willingly. So she said she left the club willingly with T.I. and Time, right? Instead, they went to a hotel room where the other guests quickly were asked to leave, according to the lawyer's letter. And the woman began to suffer the effects of whatever she digested. Though she'd consumed less than 2 drinks, the letter said. Now, this is the victim that met them in a bar, and when she met Tiny and T.I. in the bar, Tiny gave her and her friend some of her drink. And the friend felt sick after the drink, and so did this young lady. So, of course, if you're in a bar feeling sick and they like, oh, we about to go back to the hotel, you want to come with us? It's like you get relief because you get to get out of the club. Clubs be high, especially like when you drugged and when you've been drinking. Like, you just want to be getting out of there, especially when you don't feel good or like nauseated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't want to be there really anymore. So, Tiny gave her some of her drink, and there was drugs inside of Tiny's drink, and she did not tell her Tiny did not tell this young lady, who was 23 at the time, that there was drugs inside of the drink. So her friend from whom she'd been separated never made it to the room. So her friend that she came with to the bar, whom Tiny drugged, she drugged both of them. They got separated because at the bar. So she never made it to the hotel. So she was throwing up in the lobby restroom, she said in the interview. She downstairs, motherfucker, throwing up. Like, she couldn't even make it up motherfucker stairs, bitch. So it's like, you know, she girl. So it's like she made it to the lobby, the friend, and started throwing up. So she went into the bathroom and started throwing up. So then she basically left. So like she never made it to the hotel room. So it's like they got separated, you know what I'm saying? Like basically from the bar. So she basically hadn't seen the friend since the bar, you know, because they had got separated. So here we go. So okay, according to the letter, Miss Harris suggested that the military veteran freshen up and brought her to the bathroom, where the woman, intoxicated and overwhelmed, allowed Miss Harris to undress and bathe her and T.I. So Tiny undressed the girl and put the girl inside of the tub with T.I. Both of them were naked, and Tiny washed her. You know, she cleaned her. Shout out to Nikki. Oh my God, I love you. Thank you. She washed her. So she washed her and T.I. because that's what Tiny is, the fucking maid. Molly the maid. So, okay. So where are we? Okay, so it's Oprah here. So allow Miss Harris to undress and bathe her in T.I. By the time they got back to the bed, all three people were naked and the veteran began vomiting. The letter said T.I. then attempted to put his foot in her vagina. One more time. The letter said T.I. then attempted to put his foot in her vagina. She told him no, the letter said. Once again, the veteran began vomiting and the letter said T.I. then attempted to put his foot in her vagina. Mm. And she didn't say he was requesting. She said he was attempting. So he was basically at that point in time with his big toe putting his foot in that girl coochie. And he was trying to, foot her, not fist her, foot her. Okay? So he was trying to put his foot inside of her. Okay? Allegedly. Well, she needs to say allegedly because this is her story. They suing her this. I ain't gotta say allegedly. But because this is her story. This is on the New York Times. So it's official when it makes the New York Times. So yeah, I don't have to say allegedly. She didn't say allegedly. I don't have that. I'm reading what she said. I didn't say this shit. I only gotta say allegedly when it's my opinion. It's not my opinion that he tried to put his foot in her. It say right here, the veteran began vomiting, the letter said, and then T.I. attempted to put his foot in her vagina. She told him no. That's between them. So she should have put allegedly right there. The letter said the woman recalled T.I. laughing at her for throwing up and him leaving to retrieve condoms. So he was laughing because she was puking, while he was trying to stick his foot in her. And she was still throwing up because of the side effects of the drugs that she was given without her permission or consent. Tiny drugged her. And when Tiny drugged her, she was, throwing up, vomiting, throwing up, nauseated, feeling like she wants to pass out type of situation. So T.I. was trying to stick his foot inside of this woman's vagina. And she said no. So then he left to go get condoms and stuff. I believe T.I. left. Now, I'll say allegedly with this. I believe T.I. allegedly left to go get condoms so that, to give her some more time to pass out, because that's what he liked, when they passed out. So, the next thing she remembers, the letter continued, was waking up naked on the couch with a towel thrown over her and a very sore vagina. A security guard was banging on the door telling her she needed to leave. She recalled. So here's the thing with her having a sore vagina. T.I. does not have a big dick. He does not. He does not. Don't make me pull up the pictures because I've seen multiple pictures of T.I. nude and he's not packing. He's not. So since T.I. is not packing, and I have not heard one woman on earth say that he got too much dick. I've never heard that type of conversation. So yeah. So when it comes to that, he is very mediocre. In the bedroom, he's not only average height, he's also has an average dick. So yeah, there's no reason of being extra sore and all of that unless you stuck your foot up her. 6 inches is not going to 5.5. That's not going to destroy a vagina. It's not going to do that. Not a 10 or a 9.5, 11, something like that. Yeah, she might wake up a little destroyed. But yeah, you don't have those problems. You definitely don't. So she got kicked out of the room by the security the next morning when she woke up. She said the woman fled. They said the woman fled. When her friend picked her up, she recounted the rest of her night. They said in separate interviews at home, the woman made a beeline for the bath, scrubbing her body with soap and tied with bleach. She says, so the victim, she says when she got home, she felt so dirty that she got in the tub and started scrubbing herself because she don't know exactly what happened to her. So she was too embarrassed to go to a doctor, she said, but later self-treated for an infection. So T.I. done stuck his motherfucking gangrene ass foot inside this girl. He done put athlete's foot in this woman. It's what he done fucking did. That's why she had an infection, because she had athlete's foot her fucking coochie, because he done sat there and stuck his foot up her. So T.I.'s out here sticking feet up women. Hair flip. Hair flip. Yeah, that's a fungus. Foot fungus. Foot fungus. Period. 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 That was a fungus. Feet carry fungus. They do. So yeah, that was definitely a fungus. And let's not forget. T.I. then attempted to put his foot in her vagina. How does she know while she was passed out? Because whatever sex happened to her, she was not conscious for it. She does not recall. She doesn't remember any sex. So she wakes up with a super sore vagina, and he was trying to put his foot inside of her before she passed out. If the last thing you remember is a man trying to stick his foot in you, and you pass out, and then you wake up with a sore vagina, what you gonna think? Now, I'm not saying that he still didn't sexually have sex with her, especially when going to get condoms and stuff like that. I'm not saying he still didn't have sex with her, but I do believe that that's probably part of his kink. So he probably did stick his foot in her, and then have sex with her after. Because how I look at it, it's rape to not have sex with anybody conscious, whether male or female. So if that person is unconscious, even if they give you permission prior, if you bringing a girl home or bringing a boy home, and y'all are, both of y'all are, talking and all that shit, and they get in the car and they fall asleep or some shit, you get them upstairs and the first thing they do is lay down, that does not mean you get to have sex with them. That is rape. Consensual is conscious. Everybody's awake. Everyone is woke. Like anybody falling asleep, even if they gave you permission prior, they gave you permission while they were awake. They didn't say, hey, as soon as I fall asleep, make sure you tap this. No. They said, when that girl in the bar, she said, when I get to your house, I'm fucking a dog shit out you. I'm gonna let you tear this pussy up, nigga. Like, like that's what they saying. But if she falls asleep on the way, or falls asleep when she gets there, passes out, most drunk people do. Like when they get comfortable, that's it. So that's why I was usually like in the car, or something, like as soon as they get comfortable, that's it. It's a wrap. They either falling out or falling out, once they get comfortable, a super intoxicated person. So if a person is drugged, especially unknowingly, and then you have sex with them, that is rape. So the situation that this young lady just explained is rape. Like that's what it is. Like that, what she just explained was not consensual. Nothing about it. Not even the drugging. Not even the taking of the drugs. That wasn't even consensual. Like nothing about it. So to me, that's crazy. And in my eyes, I do believe that criminal charges probably should be brought up on them for that, especially Tiny. Because girl, you are drugging people. You are doing that. And not even for you, you're doing it for him. Like she's not even doing these things for her. You're not a lesbian. You want T.I. Tiny's not bisexual. Tiny made herself that way to be with this nigga. So she done been obsessed with him for a very long time. Like she got some screws loose. To me, Tiny needs some help. She needs help. She needs help. She is like Nature Boy manipulated. Like she needs help. Because girl, what is wrong with you to put your own self in this type of situation to where you could be taken away from your children and all of this shit all for him? Like, oh, yeah, so T.I. foot gave that woman a fungus. So never forget, one more time. T.I. then attempted to put his foot in her vagina, vagina. She told him no, the letter said. The woman recalled T.I. laughing at her, throwing up and him leaving to retrieve condoms. So the next thing she remembers was waking up with a very sore vagina. Okay. She also was too embarrassed to go to a doctor, she said, but she later self-treated herself for an infection that she got because he done sat there and stunk his funky foot ass. He done sat there and put that funky foot in that girl. Because and then if she got an STD or anything like that, obviously it wasn't that because she wouldn't have self-treated. You know, you got to go to the doctor for that. So obviously whatever it was like a fungus, you know, or like a fungi, you know, something like that. So it had to be something in that realm, you know, so not like, but yeah, he gave this girl an infection. Funky foot fucker. So yeah, gross. So we will definitely be getting more into that. I have more videos coming on that. So let's get into Cardi B and what Cardi B had to say about her dog, because people have been like coming at her. Shout out to this channel. I forgot who it is. But yeah, Cardi was pissed. So let's get into what Cardi had to say.
I had a red lip today. I was take it off. Let me get my charger. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Let me get my charger before my phone dies. So I'm getting really tired, okay? A hoe is tired. A hoe is motherfucking tired, okay? Alright, so listen up, right? Because I made a fucking fake Twitter because I had to delete my Twitter. So I had to delete my Twitter because motherfuckers done got me tight today. Because like I said, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that I'm being very ungrateful to my fans because my fans, all right, so this how it went, right? Last night I made a post that was gonna be in Good Morning America or the morning show. Tomato is in the fucking morning. And I said I'm gonna make an announcement. And somebody asked me, is it gonna be about music? And I said, no, not about music. So then when I made the announcement that it's dolls, I saw like my own fans making fun of me because I announced that I'm gonna do a doll instead of an album. And you know, that shit made me spaz because my thing is you could ask me for music, you know what I'm saying? You could ask me for music. However, don't downplay a movement or work that I'm doing because y'all want something else. That's not nice. All right, that's not nice. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna delete my Twitter. But then, whatever, more or less. I don't like how there's a lot of bitches talking about. It's not no bitches just talk without fucking knowing shit. Y'all motherfuckers get on this motherfucking social media and y'all be talking and y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all saying. Because these are some reviews that some bitches had of my dolls. Like, oh, Cardi B doll looks too grown. Look at her hips and look at her ass and look at the clothes that she's wearing. Mind you, the doll that I'm selling, right? I don't know if you ever remember, but when I did the Texas rodeo, it's supposed to be like the Texas rodeo.
Oh, why is y'all being so mean to Cardi in the comments? Like, what? Be nice to Cardi. Why is y'all being so mean? Oh my God. Let me speed this up a little bit because y'all trying it. I like Cardi. And hold on, actually, and then even look, hold on, because I wear my girl, because I like Cardi. Y'all mean.
Fucking 8, 7 years old. I didn't give a fuck who Missy Elliott was sucking, or Trina was fucking and sucking. I just loved them. If they would have had dolls by Trina, I would have bought it. I would have bought a Missy Elliott doll because that's what I liked it when I was younger. Kids ain't worrying about what the fuck I'm doing and who I'm fucking and who I'm sucking and who, none of that. I remember when I met a very big celebrity artist and there was like, I want to meet Culture. Like, kids love me, so why wouldn't I sell a doll? And then on top of that, I'm getting other celebrities. I'm trying to get other celebrities to make dolls of themselves, and we could get into business. That's one. We could get into business and grow this company. And on top of that, I want to do other fun things. I I want people with different jobs to send me their stories. I want different women to send me their stories, and I'm gonna pick which women I want. And I don't know. I make a doll that's based off the career, and it's just bothering me that it's just like y'all saying that my doll is inappropriate when we grew up with fucking Bratz dolls. By the time Bratz dolls was out, I was like 11 years old. I wasn't thinking about dolls. Barbies, their bodies are based off white strippers. Bitches got no ass, no hips, but big titties. The fuck is you talking about? Bitches were wearing crop tops. There was a fucking, when I was growing up, there was a fucking Barbie that was fucking practically pregnant. The fuck are you talking about with kids? Yeah, you're fucking. I was making Barbie's scissor when I was fucking like 7 years old.
Period, me too.
What the fuck are you talking about? But my doll is inappropriate. And my doll, it doesn't have a thong on. It doesn't have a fucking bikini. It just literally have a fucking cowboy outfit with long pants and a crop top. But my doll is inappropriate. Get the fuck, y'all crazy. It's like, yo, a bitch can do shit. A bitch can do shit. Y'all complain about everything. Complain about everything. Golly. This bitch said, oh my God, says gay queen. Ooh. Let's not talk about it. You know what I'm saying? A bitch, I knew I was bi when I was making them Barbie scissors at fucking 7 years old. I knew I was a bisexual little bitch by then.
It is not. Hold on. It is not. Hold on. I think. Hold on. Because you know I keep a good receipt. Hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. They are not like that. They are not at all. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Let me pull it up because I was just looking at it. I don't know if this is it. Actually, let me just, because I saw a picture of it. I was like, what's wrong with it? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. I guess I know if I can say it or what. Oh, it's a gift. So well, let me show it. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let this play, and then I'm gonna get it while it's playing.
Let me stop, because you know, our mamas couldn't fucking afford a damn Ken doll. I could have never made a fucking family, because my mama wouldn't buy me no damn Ken dolls, but she can't no fucking afford no damn Ken dolls. So what I used to do, make two bitches kids. The fuck. Anyways, y'all know damn well your mamas didn't buy no damn Ken dolls, so you have to do what you have to motherfucking do to make the family. Anyways, my point is that it's like, if you don't have a daughter, if you're not familiar with the doll market, I'm very familiar with the doll market. Even before I did this doll deal, because hello, let me show you. Hey, how the fuck I flip this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I have a whole fucking kid. I have a whole girl. And y'all know how many nieces I got. I got so much fucking nieces, and they like my little daughters. And y'all see how hard I go on Christmas for them.
Right, isn't it cute? I think it's cute. I like it. What's wrong with it? And it's from like her rodeo show that she did, that, you know, her famous, you know, like, that's cute. I'm like, what's wrong with it? Like, I think it's cute, but like, I like it. I like it.
So y'all ready? So it's like, don't tell me how my doll is supposed to be designed. Oh, your doll looks inappropriate. How the fuck it looks inappropriate? These are the dolls that are out in the market.
Mm-hmm.
But mine is, and my doll looks exactly the fucking same. Ooh. Shout out to Money Boy. Yeah, I just want to put down a bitch for everything. That just be talking the talk. It don't make no fucking sense.
She said, y'all just want to put a bitch down for
Anyways,
everything.
y'all, I got more surprises coming. I got a very, very long week. Today was my day off, but it really wasn't my day off because I had to wake up at 4 a.m. to do the morning show. And then I had to go to a chiropractor because if y'all don't know, I said it 1,000 times. I've been doing something and my neck got a little bit fucking crooked, so a bitch is fucked up. Like,
well, people are trying to say like she was copying off of people. And one thing I do like about this live is Cardi say churn, like how I say churn. I'm like, oh my god, Cardi, are you watching me? Oh my god. So I'm here for that. But she say churn, how I say it. So I was just like, oh my god, like Cardi, have you been watching me, girl? Am I like seeping out of you? Oh my god. So but yeah, so in this live, she says churn how I say it. So I was like, oh my god, I love you. So, but yeah, so with the doll, I think it's a great idea. They were saying that it looks a lot like the LOL dolls or whatever, but the same company that makes the LOL dolls is the one that's making Cardi's. So why wouldn't they be similar? Like it's made by the same company. Like literally, the same company that makes the LOL dolls are the same one that is making Cardi's. So it's like people just try to make an issue out of everything. I'm just like, so I do kind of get like where she's coming from. I don't feel like she's complaining around because a lot of people are giving her all type of backlash for the dolls. Like, oh, she stole the idea. Her doll looks like this. Da, 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 da. You know, it's just like every 5 fucking seconds is, you know, something, you know, so it's like I get where she's coming from. But still at the same time, with this doll, because that's one of the main things people were trying to throw shade at, like, oh, it looks like the LOL dolls. My daughter already has dolls like that. Well, that's the same company that is making it for her. So, like, why wouldn't they look similar if they're by the same company? Like, whatever. So, I think it's great. And she's also like releasing them like towards like it's gonna be like a celebration for like culture for like her birthday and stuff that's coming up, and I guess she's gonna do something that like entails her, and I think that is really cute. So yeah, I don't see the problem. I really don't. So shout out to Cardi B. Love you, girl. So that's my show, y'all. That's my show. That's my show. That's my show. So thank you everybody for all of the super chats and all of the commentary. Thank you all for supporting me. Y'all know I love me some y'all. Until tomorrow, I will see y'all. I got some videos to drop, period. And once again, thank you for all the support. And I love you guys so much. I do. And until the next show, everybody on. Bye. Yeah. Hair flip. Yeah, I'm a badass bitch. I don't like it. Hair flip. Yeah. Oh my god. So you guys should be happy. Oh my goodness. Hair flip. But anyways, hair flip. Hair flipping on these hoes. Hi.